Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. Let's talk about the NBA making crucial decisions on one and done rule. A fan believes the rest of the world will continue to develop better players than the US because of this decision. The new CBA, as great as the new CBA is with all the changes and new things to come for next season, the one and done rule is still the same. So that hasn't been changed, haven't been altered. So players won't be able to come to the NBA from high school like they used to in the past. We all thought that rule would have been lifted with the new CBA, but high school players won't be able to transition to the NBA, and I think that's a bad decision. With all the great changes that they implemented in the new CBA, not allowing high school players to come to the NBA, I think that's a bad decision. If a team want to gamble and draft a high school player, let them gamble. Who knows? You might end up with somebody like LeBron James. You never know. Or a great player for that matter. Look at Kevin Garnett. There are multiple great players that came straight out of high school. So for them to keep things the way it is, or the way it has been for over a decade now, I mean, there are a lot of great things or great changes or things that they have implemented in the new CBA, which I think is pretty dope, but not allowing players to come straight out of high school, come on. Let the teams decide if they want to draft a high school player or not. Let the organization gamble. If the organization want to gamble on a high school recruit, so be it. Let them do that. Don't block that. That shouldn't be your decision to make. Leave that up to the teams, the organization. So that's how I feel they should do with that situation. But unfortunately, it's still the same situation. High school players, they got to go to college for one and done. So you got to go to college for 1 year, and if you want to come to the NBA, you can't just come straight out of high school. There are a lot of players out there who are ready after high school. There are super talented players out there who can make the transition. They're out there, but you won't know because the CBA blocking that whole situation. So you have to go to college for 1 year at least. I just don't see the point. If a team want to gamble, roll the dice on a young player out of high school, let them roll the dice. I mean, it should be up to the organization to decide, is this player worth drafting out of high school? So one fan said, this sucks. Just keep the NCAA rich and letting them continue to exploit young athletes. He believes they are allowing the NCAA to exploit these youngsters. And who knows, that could be the case. The NBA obviously is in cahoots with college basketball and sports, right? So that could be the case. You know what? We're going to keep this as it is so college could exploit them and make money. Let these kids get their money. Another fan chimed in by saying 1 year is the worst option. Straight out of high school, the right to leverage your worth is the best option. 2 years then entry is better than one and done. Wish we knew who does not want high school players to the pros. The debate on the age limit has been going on since the NBA stopped allowing high school players years back, in 2006 to be exact. And one of the biggest criticism has been the monetary aspect. College athletes don't get paid by their college or NCAA, but the NIL, name, image, and likeness deals that they can sign now have changed things a little bit. The NIL came into place in 2001, and it allows athletes to make money off their name, image, and likeliness. They can sign contracts with a variety of companies, as Bronny James did when he signed with Nike. So Bronny James has already earned an estimated $7.2 million, which is the highest in the nation. I think the NBA should remove the age limitations and allow players to transition straight out of high school. Let the organization decide if they want to roll the dice on a high school player. Leave it up to the organization and let the players decide to bet on themselves, basically. You saw LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, Dwight Howard, and a whole other bunch of players who came out of high school. There are high school players who are ready. And if they come out of high school super young, in like 2-3 years, they'll be seasoned and ready to go. So, I'm all for it, man. I don't think they should block players transitioning from high school to the NBA, but maybe in the future, who knows? Maybe somewhere down the line, all this age limitation will be lifted, but that's to be seen. As always, holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.